Hello again, this is Brad Swift here. As you may recall from last time, shortly after Marianne Williamson entered the race to become our next president of the United States, my creative muse, remember I called her MyMu, I know, that's not all that original, well, she presented me with a story idea that quickly became one of those offers that you just can't refuse. At least not if I wanted to get a decent night's sleep. Oh, I resisted it pretty mightily at first. I told her I don't write political fiction. I'm strictly a science fiction or fantasy author. But this is science fiction, she answered. Well, rather than alternate history, think of it as alternate future. Now, I had to admit that caught my attention, but I still wasn't convinced. So, MyMu then pointed out that I'd made a commitment to write more visionary fiction in 2020. And this would certainly be the most visionary fiction story you've written yet, she pointed out. But once again, I stubbornly refused, even though I felt myself weakening a bit. After all, I was in the midst of writing book 2 of the Cosmic Conspiracy series of Rabble. And that's visionary fiction too, I countered. Still, MyMu wouldn't leave me alone. Then she started visiting me late at night. Now, I've joked a couple of times that MyMu showed me that sleep deprivation can be a powerful tool of persuasion. But that's not exactly what really happened during those late night visits. It was during one of those sleepless nights that, with MyMu's help, I realized my resignation, cynicism, and apathy wasn't serving anyone, and especially not me. You see, this is one thing I know about myself. I'm wired up to make a difference in the world. An integral part of my life's purpose is to be of service, and these negative emotions were simply getting in the way of that commitment. So, I started to formulate a plan. What if I could replace those negative feelings with some positive ones, like inspiration, hope, and a new possibility? That's when I finally gave in and accepted the offer to write the story, if for no other reason than to maintain some semblance of sanity. Now, the funny thing is that once I started, I found it to be one of the most fun experiences I've had as a writer in years. The scenes just kind of came together, and the characters took on lives of their own. Thankfully, MyMu stayed with me each step along the way. And more about that next time.